And hello everybody! Welcome to tonight's episode of Adventure Rolls Winds of Calamity. We are so glad that you are here tonight, despite the chaos that Mike is bringing and about candy corn and all that stuff. And you know what? Just go ahead and let us know, since it's Halloween, and happy Halloween, everybody. Let us know what your favorite candy is and why liking candy corn is of the devil.
Especially candy corn hot dogs.
I'm trying to DoorDash a bag of candy and it's not happening.
That picture of those candy corn flavored hot dogs is just cursed. It's been haunting me all day. So, but regardless,
I thought those gummy worm hot dogs were bad or whatever those were. I think I posted them a few months ago.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen, but never mind. That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I blotted that out of my memory. So,
well, now you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for that. So with that, so Scissor's gonna die tonight. So with that, everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are so glad that you're here with us. If you're just now joining us, my name is Fisk, aka Literary DM. I run this adventure, this Zelda-themed adventure for these wonderful people. As you can see, we are down a D lead tonight. Is because it is Z's first Halloween, so obviously got to go trick-or-treating and all that fun stuff. So we will miss her tonight, but it is going to be a fun time still. And with that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I make D&D and Pathfinder videos pretty much weekly at this point, and you can check out next Friday's video starting at 10 a.m. Central, where we cover character backstories. So this is a bit of a going back and doing some of my older videos and updating, because obviously some of my opinions have changed since I made the original video. So it was actually a lot of fun to put together. I look forward to it coming out, so all that fun stuff. But that is enough from me for right now. So let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the party, starting with Mike.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael, also known as Bardic Dice, the Candy Corn Chaos Controller, bringing all the lovely candy corn foods to you over the rest 2.5 hours, because I'm going to find them all and post them. But I am also a D&D streamer, a little on hiatus right now since we just wrapped up our first homebrew campaign, Fates United. It's about a 3-year campaign where you can see Mark and Rachel playing that with some other friends. That's on YouTube in its entirety, except for missing a few episodes because, we're all learning how to upload stuff. But you can follow me there on Bardic Dice to catch all that, as well as another campaign called Wild Beyond the Witchlight. You're actually lit as a player, and how cursed his player was in my game, unfortunately. But it was quite fun. Just T-posts, that's all I gotta say. We'll be coming back in the new year with a new campaign called Fates Apart. So if you want to go catch when any notifications go there, make sure to follow me on Threads now. So that's a thing. As well as our Discord and YouTube. But tonight I play Ava, one half of the Twilight Twin duo, who is now leveled up. And he's got fun level 5 smellies that I'm excited to try and play and do. But he's a level 9 Oracle, level 5 Rogue. Who, just likes being called the Master of Time now, apparently. That's his thing.
Exactly, because that's what happens when you reach this level. You start getting titles and all that stuff in D&D games. So yes, go and check out Mike on the various socials, as well as YouTube and Twitch for some amazing D&D games. And yeah, just watch how absolutely cursed I was in Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It was a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun campaign. Look back on fondly. So with that, hopping on over to the other half of the Twilight Twin duo, as well as one of our official artists for the stream, Rach.
Hi, I am Rachel. You can find all my art on Instagram and Threads and sort of Twitter, but I've sort of abandoned it, so you can see my old posts over at Pit400 Art. Also on Twitch, I stream on Mondays at 3:30 CST. I'll stream art and stuff I'm working on. Marky Gaming, Twitch, 3:30 CST. Yeah. This game, I play Scissory. She's a Twilight Rogue Paladin. I leveled up in Paladin again, and now I have 3rd level spells. So I'm very excited. And yeah, so we should say our favorite Halloween candy. What is yours, Mike? I mean, yeah, Mike, you did.
Legit candy
corn. It actually is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love candy corn. So good.
I love Reese's and I love Fun Dip. So that's
Oh,
what
and
got me the
Smarties.
case of Fun Dip. Oh, Smarties are so good. That too.
The American
Okay.
kind, because apparently Canada has their own version.
Yeah, the chocolate
So,
one. Is
y'all
Canada.
keep them.
The non-chocolate Smarties. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
I was to say the Canadian Smarties are pretty good. Probably my favorite. Of course, I don't like chalky. But to answer the question, Reese's is also my favorite. So I mean, it's the correct choice. But with that, hopping on down to the other half of the Marking Gaming duo, we have Mark.
Hello, everybody. I am Mark. As was mentioned, teaming up with Rachel on Marky Gaming, our Purple Place channel, for all the fun D&D things and art we do there. We have a campaign on Sundays at 7 p.m. CST that is called Mystical Mishaps. It is a crazy, chat interactive D&D campaign that features Rachel and Mike and 2 other wonderful players. And it is crazy, and I am very cruel to my players, and sometimes unintentionally as cruel as I didn't mean to be that cruel, and it happens sometimes. So, oops.
Not sorry.
It happens, you know. But so that's Sundays, 7 p.m. CST, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. We have a stream coming up called Knowing Nothing 2, which is gonna feature Lit in that one on November 18th at 7 p.m. CST. You can join us for, where Lit has done all the preparation that he needs to by just knowing the date and time he needs to show up. That's all he has to do. And
it is
You must
so
feel very
weird.
under prepped.
Well, yeah, because you guys know me. I like to I feel like so strange going into this, just being like, okay, I got my dice.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all you need to know. So you can look forward to that and come check that out. But I play Attic, the Chic Artificer here. He is full-on artificer. That's his lifeblood, is artificing. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get my infusions all to work, because there's a lot of them now, and it's hard to manage. These would be my candies that I like right here.
Nice.
Beautiful.
My man. So, aka the 3 of us are right, because all 3 of us agreed Reese's is the best. So sorry.
They're very good. They're very good.
They're not bad, but they're just a year-round candy. They're not my Halloween candy.
Chocolate and peanut butter is such a good combination.
Yeah, you really can't beat it. So, but yes, with that, go ahead and check out Mark on Twitch, where you can find all those fun games, and keep an eye out for Knowing Nothing 2 with the Saturday, November 18th. It is going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea. I literally have no idea what's going to happen on every single level, so we're going to find out what our characters are. I'm excited. So there's that. So apart from that, as a reminder, you can always pick up this episode when you leave. So if you have to stop and then come back to it later, the VOD will be available immediately after. It'll pick up exactly where you left off. You can also catch this episode next week, Monday. Of course, my computer decided to give me a notification right there, so apologies, viewers. So with that, you can check out next Monday at 8 a.m. Central with this podcast will go live, and you can check out episode 71 right now on podcast form. So with that, we really have no other announcements for the evening. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of Winds of Calamity. And welcome back, everybody. So, when last we left our heroes, the group of adventurers known as Scissory's Angels had made their way to the continent of Skyloft, specifically to seek out Nehru, the Oracle of Ages, who was kidnapped by the Shadow Sorceress Viren. Avon was seeking out the Oracle and seeking up as a result of questions of why he was chosen, as well as potentially matters of going back in time and undoing the Calamity, the results that could come from that. The party managed to persuade the Gorons in a contest of strength. Viren, at her wit's end, summoned an army of shadows for the Gorons to take on while the party fought her on one-on-one. They managed to save Nehru, while in the process defeating Viren. And in a projected state, Vati showed himself in a twisted demonic form that he has become as the Demon Lord Vati. And from there, upon slaying Viren, the party then confronted and talked with Nehru about everything's goings on, potential plans, and eventually confirmed with the Gorons that all was fine. And so we pick up. As evening has fallen on the mountain top, the Talus Peaks, within this Goron keep, you see that there are some clouds in the sky, but the stars are twinkling bright. There's a bit of aurora borealis forming that you can recognize of greens, reds, and blues as a result of the calamity befalling over the course of the world. There's a brief chill of the evening air countered by the roaring fire. Over this massive fire, there is a roasted Lizalfos, a lizard-like creature, and then right next to it on a spit is a boar to match. Both are roasted to perfection. There are horns to celebrate the victory of the day, along with beating of drums. Nehru is at the very front of this, performing in her almost operatic voice. So as all this is going on, what do you all do? There are also various festivities going on, from people dancing and celebrating. You see off in the corner there seems to be a drinking contest of some kind with almost comically large mugs. Another seemed to be as well as arm wrestling going. And then up on top, on the bit of a hillside, there seems to be a bowling competition going, where one Goron points down to a stone of pillars, and another balls up and starts rolling down the hillside.
That's fun.
So this is like we're picking up kind of like a couple hours or like an hour or so after everything, essentially. Okay.
Basically.
Making sure I have my head right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, how does everyone seem like within the party?
Give me an insight check on Avon.
Okay. Cocked. Nat 20!
You know your twin.
I know him.
Rolled a 22 on deception, too. Avon actually is putting on like a very charismatic show of like gratitude and getting to know people and like joining in the festivities as of like politeness. And it's like you start picking up that it's not him. He wouldn't normally do that. And he's like smiling the whole time, and like even trying to Lizalfos meet and like things like that. So it seems like he's putting on a bit of a show for the group or for the people, but you can see anytime he's not being watched, it's just kind of his face drops a little bit, and then kind of picks back up when he's like putting on a front again.
And Attic is probably near the edge of the festivities, sitting quietly. He's picking at some food. Not really chatty or anything.
Okay. I'm like watching both of them, like my eyes kind of going back and forth. Then finally, I take Ava and Demi, I assume, unless she's off doing something.
Demi seems to be...
what do we say Demi's doing?
Demi seems to be partaking within the musical festivities, specifically with her harp, to almost accompany that of Nehru.
That's perfect. Then we don't even feel bad for not bringing her into the conversation. I'll be like, hey, to Ava.
You want to try those Lavalsos?
No.
I usually get you to do the burnt stuff.
I feel like they'll party all night.
Oh, they definitely will. Yeah, it was exhausting, actually.
I take him over to Ava or Attic.
Sure, what's up?
Okay, boys. You're both sad or something. So what's up? We should talk about it now. Maybe we can all have fun afterwards.
In the middle of a party?
Yeah, why not? It's a party. We can do whatever we want. This is a party that we kind of caused. So we can do whatever we want to. We can pout at a party, whatever.
Do you feel bad, Ava?
I mean,
look at him.
He looks like he's dancing around.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that. Like you're smiling a little too much, you know?
Yeah, right. And it's right there in the jaw.
Yeah.
Be sore all night.
I thought you were just in a really good mood for the first time in a long time.
Why are you over here, Edek?
I'm just thinking.
What's you thinking about?
Yeah, what you thinking about?
A lot about, I guess, stuff that Nehru said.
Going through my mind as well.
Like what? Like what specifically?
Edek?
I mean, I don't know. I thought maybe we were going to be able to go back and fix things. And I'm still kind of struggling with why we can't.
We can. Not that we can't. It's just something to keep in mind of the repercussions and the other potential branches of, I guess, the river of time that we'd be creating and what kind of destruction would be coming from that. It's not saying we can't start over.
See, that's my issue. How many times have you gone and rewound time, Avum? Up to this point.
And sometimes even worse things happen. But they've been small, miniature decisions. Not a multitude of thousands of them. Different people. My small little reset doesn't avoid people actually meeting. What if there's another adventuring party out there that just saved a village and because of us they don't come together and that village dies? We don't know the repercussions, really.
Yeah, but, I mean, how many thousands of people died because of the Calamity that we know of?
How many more are we being saved because we learned from our lessons?
Do you think it outweighs it?
No.
Okay. This time thing has confused me the whole time. So, she was saying if we go... Well, first of all, she's saying it's possible if we go back in time and fix everything. Right?
I guess it sounded like one of the previous heroes did it, I guess.
Yeah, my boy? Yeah. Uh-huh. And for some reason, he got punished for some reason, which I still don't get. And like, apparently he's just going to be punished forever. So if we talk to the goddess, whoever did that, like, I'm going to have a word, because I feel like that's really rude to do that. And he's been like helpful this whole time, and he's really nice.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very unfair.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So maybe we can have a talk at some point. But anyway, so that's possible, but then she said we can't do it because it makes another timeline?
So Avon will carve like a line in the sand that then diverts and then start taking his water skin and taking the water. And you can see like how the water goes to that crack and then flows. So that's what we've done. We've made a choice in the consequences.
Uh-huh.
And we'll take the sand and try and push all that water back. But you can see the sand doesn't all go back exactly the same, and it's still soaked. And then he tries to push the carving into another direction and then puts the water in. But you can see that the water, because of all of the destruction and change to the land what it was, or like little sand, it still doesn't go perfectly and starts branching out and still soaks the old one. There's no 100% reset. What we've done has already happened. It's still going to cause a split and things to occur. We're going to leave one end. We're going to leave this world in one where we didn't do anything, and another where we actually did do something. And, to be honest, I'll probably most likely be punished for using the powers in that way. So, who knows if we even get a chance to stop Vadi the same way if we don't succeed. I would bet this would be a one-time reset, not a multiple one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, is doesn't it seem better to go back and try to save all the lives, to not let Vadi succeed and turn into whatever unkillable thing he has become, rather than try to seal him away until he breaks out again later on and becomes somebody else's issue?
But isn't there still another world that is still bad off that people died in? Is that how that works? There's just like multiple worlds of the same thing? This is so weird, you guys.
If there's two different lines, what if we sealed him here and then we went back and we stopped him there? And fixed both timelines?
From what I understand, I don't think it works that way. I don't think we get both.
I mean, if we don't get both, though, why not fix the broken one?
Like, aren't we the broken one and we're fixing it now?
Because either this one ceases to exist because we went back and stopped it from happening, or we fix this one and progression onward is different because of those facts, and then the other one progresses differently because we've changed that one.
Either way,
like, my brain's going crazy. So
I don't even know even what's happening anymore, to be honest. This is really hard to track.
I think even if we did accomplish that at deck, I think, like you said, either way we're pushing a new threat or the same threat down the road. But this was a natural occurrence. Nature occurs and it has consequences as reactions, but you learn from it, and just like a fire burns down, it can regrow. But if you try and go back and start it all over again, it's not a clean reset. Destruction's still there, at least in the way this time works here, I think. There's still a punishment to be paid. The scales have to be weighed. And we can weigh them here. We can make it right.
I mean, I'll take the punishment if it means saving thousands of people who died. I don't care.
I mean, I would too. I just don't like the idea of knowing that potentially because of what we've done, we're not there to save thousands more in the future. A greater calamity that occurs and we're not there. Or the ripples of what we've done has caused the next hero not to occur.
I mean, I'm just saying, it feels like there's a way if you go back and change things all the time. Or have you created hundreds of places we're not there, where Doom is going? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, when does it, like, it turns from, like, just doing a little time thing to, like, you made a whole new world. Ta-da. You know, like, which one? You know? Also, how do we even know this can still be accomplished? Everyone's acting like that is just possible. Like, is there, like, a special thing you have to do for that? Or is that just, like, eventually you could just, like, one day you'll wake up and you'll be like, oh, I can change the timeline whenever I feel like it.
I'm sure there's very something special and ritualistic to do it, but the fact that your hero did it is just confidence enough to know it's possible.
Yeah.
We don't know how.
We could definitely get info from him if we wanted to do it.
True. Like, I'm kind of wondering, like, if did he use the Triforce? Because can't you just, like, wish for anything? Is that how you do that?
He actually might be a good person to talk to be talked out of this, if that's the case.
To be what?
To be talked out of this, if this is a lesson.
Oh, if it's a bad call. Yeah. Because here's the
thing.
Or
to turn around and be like, hey, these are the consequences, but
like,
also
worth
your
it
choice.
Type of thing.
Yeah,
because here's the thing. I am not the biggest fan of one of you guys being eternally punished. Like, I know you guys are saying noble things. I get it. But I'm not the biggest fan. I wonder if we rescue the time goddess lady, then we can be like, hey, since we brought you back, how about you make a new timeline and not punish anyone? You think that'd work?
I mean, another option, too, is if somebody is eternally punished and has to be stuck with something forever, perhaps there's a way we can trap, the thing that's hanging over me forever in that as well, and I can just take that. And stop that, too.
My favorite idea either.
I'm just throwing out ideas here, because I don't know how this all works. But
I mean, I'm okay still considering an option, but Attic, like, are you going to be able to be okay if we realize we can't do this?
I'm not sure. But we'll see.
Part of, I think, what I'm realizing is being an Oracle of Time and understanding. And I don't pretend to understand the line of what's right or wrong, but I am starting to understand that things do happen for a reason for us to grow and learn. If we had never been taken out of the Shadow Realm, even though I came dragging and screaming, and even though it wasn't the best start, that puts you on the path to become a hero that has saved more than thousands. And if we went back and tried to stop that one event, what if that meant we never left the Shadow Realm in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that's kind of holding me up too. Because, like, I don't think that the Tweely and, like, the Light Realm have been this united in ages. And now they are. Like, that's kind of important to... I would hate to backtrack on something as big as that.
When Rova has been taken out.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, really bad things at play that would be back in play.
But couldn't we just try to get those resolved again?
If we're there. If we're the same people.
Why would we change?
What if I'm not allowed to be me anymore? Because
I mean, he might lose his powers. Or, like, if we took it back far enough, we'd just be in the Twilight Realm. We wouldn't be who we are. We wouldn't be here. I might eventually wake my way over, but...
We just don't know how that would repeat. We're assuming we go back, fix it, and then come back to the same point.
I'm just saying, why couldn't we, as we are now, go back?
I guess it just depends. We would probably just have to know how it works, I guess. If it doesn't work that way, then it doesn't work that way, and then we can't.
You essentially mean, at this point, go back and aid our former selves in actually winning and then returning.
Well, whatever happens afterwards. But...
it definitely would be creating...
at the end of that thing... I don't know. Who knows what could happen, but... I just don't want to give up on trying to save those lives of people who lost it that day. And if somebody needs to be punished, I will take that punishment to accomplish this.
You know me more than anyone is willing to go down any path to figure out a way to save anyone, but I've also learned the hard lesson not everyone can be saved. Death does occur.
Death that's our fault, though, is a little more personal.
Still occurs. You don't punish us for the death that we caused in Lurline. Or...
Lonlon.
Lonlon. But it still occurred.
I mean, one, it's not my role to punish you for anything. But I think you guys punish yourselves.
And we learn and prevent it from happening again.
But you wouldn't want to undo it?
Think about that all the time. But I wouldn't risk it if worse could come from my selfish desire to fix that small moment in time. I know that sounds crass and that sounds unpersonable. That's because I am trying to think of the ripples that it could cause.
I just don't see how it could be worse.
Until it is.
You can say that about anything, though. What ifs? I can't live in that. Live in what's in front of my eyes.
What if Adi killed all of us and we never even had a chance to fight back? And there is no one to fight back. That's worse.
It's worth trying, though. Because what if we do succeed?
I think we don't know enough about this to be able to make a decision, to be honest. We are at, the way we're talking about it is like, we know what's going to happen. We know how to do it. And we know all this stuff. We don't know if the consequences are going to be worse or not. Like, Attic, if the consequences were worse, would you still go back and do it? And I'm not talking about the consequences for you. I'm talking about the consequences for the world.
This is
What
why
do
I'm
you do?
asking those questions, because I don't want to close the door, and it sounded like we were having to close the door.
No.
And I don't want to do that, because I don't think that necessarily is true.
Well,
I
we can
agree.
look
We
into
still
it
should
for
look
sure.
into the door for sure.
Yeah. Because I don't know. Oh, sorry. What?
I was just gonna say I'm sorry. I come from a very pessimistic point of view.
If there is a way, though, we can find where we can go back and get one try, and it doesn't ripple out and change all these things, but we get one chance to get it right.
Of course, I'll take
And
it.
whatever happens is what is in stone. I'd take that shot.
If I knew there wouldn't be any ripples, I would too.
Yeah, I really think it depends.
I mean,
To be
like
honest.
your rewind ability, if we can go back and retry,
And no one knows.
if we can save all those lives, I think it's worth it.
Well, I'll look into it then.
Yeah, I say we just hold this in neutral. Can we just say that? It's not the thing we're gunning for, but it's also we're not taking off the table. Can we just say that? Because I don't know how I feel about it personally. I hesitate to be super on board with it because I think, kind of like we said earlier, there's been a lot of important things that have happened since that I'm not sure would happen again. And there's a lot that would be lost. And I'm not sure if I'm okay with those being lost either. So, also, I'm not sure how okay I am with this big punishment thing either, despite how okay either of you would be to take it.
Maybe there's a way to figure it out that there is no punishment. I don't know.
If there's a way to figure out that there's no punishment and maybe there's not like all this like sad stuff afterwards or something, sure. I mean, let's go for it. My thought, I don't know if this is true, but I seriously think if we bring back like, the gods, they kind of owe us. So maybe they'd be willing to kind of work with us a little bit to kind of maybe make an exception this one time. I mean, that's a thought. Pretty persuasive.
But maybe Hero can answer some questions. And we can research maybe what happened for him.
Yeah.
I agree.
Figure out if we can improve on the situation.
Sure. Because that's the thing is I think I would, if we did end up doing it, it would have to be an improvement. I really don't know how okay I am with it being the way she was talking about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And in the end, I mean, I think Abram's right. I don't know how much lives it actually saves. And this is coming from me, Attic, who, Murder Town, also, all of our village was, like, destroyed. Like, I'm not saying this lightly. I just want to make sure what we do is actually best. And I know you do too, but I'm just saying, both sides, I think. Whatever angle we come at this from, I think we would just want to do what's best. So I'll talk to Hero sometime whenever he decides to hang out with me. Or Shade or whatever, I don't know. I call him like 400 different names because why not? I'll tell you what he says. Okay, so we covered why Attic was quiet. What's up with you?
Mostly the same, but
Oh. Okay.
just not ready to celebrate yet. But I know they need it.
Who needs it?
Everyone else.
What, the Gorons? They seemed fine before. To be honest.
So
It seems like they were doing just fine.
they've also been through a lot and seeing this war we're facing. I was ready to go to the next battle.
On this one, but...
Yeah, I think they were fine. I mean, Nehru probably needs it. She probably went through a lot.
Yeah, Nehru can have a party.
I don't need to celebrate. I'm
Sure.
fine moving on to the next thing, but
Yeah.
just being diplomatic.
Wow. Pretty impressive.
Also, just can't keep shaking thinking about Togo.
Yeah. Sucks.
But he's being honored.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason why I'm faking it. Trying to honor him as well.
Makes sense. Well, I'm kind of bummed because I thought I would feel so much better about after What's-Her-Face was killed. And yes, I'm saying What's-Her-Face because I don't think she deserves to have her name be spoken anymore, but I don't feel better. I don't feel better. So I thought I'd feel better.
Anything you want to do? It's a drinking contest. I don't have
Yeah,
round
we
two.
could probably try to have fun. Can you send a message though to mom and dad and tell them problem solved? They don't need to worry anymore. Right? Because I don't think they do.
Sure. I feel like I could stretch my magic a little further than I did before.
That or just tell Ivis he's good and he doesn't have to like.
Which one do you want me to send it to?
Yeah.
Get some high level magic, but sure. It's gonna make you feel better.
Yeah, because I just feel bad that they've been having to watch out behind their shoulder all the time. I think Ivis is like losing his mind, so it'd be kind of nice if he can just do whatever he wants now.
Mother. Say hello to father. It's Avum, your favorite. Just kidding. We took out Viren. Threat's gone. Hopefully for good. Still be safe. But relax. Please let us know if you're in danger.
Oh, that is... Oh, wait, and... Let's go through. Oh, that is great to hear. We'll let your father know. Many forces have stayed behind. Most have gone to the light world.
Interesting.
Anything you want to say to Ivis?
You can just tell him Viren's dead, and that he probably should be able to do whatever he wants. Whether that be, going back to the village, staying with them.
Interesting.
I just don't want him to feel like he has to stay the whole time. I think we're good. Maybe that's a dumb call. If you feel uncomfortable with that, let me know, because it has been nice that he's there.
It's fine. We'll talk to Kiza in the morning, and Kiza can make sure he gets at least eyes on parents.
Well, Kiza
doesn't have to be Ivis. I know, but he has friends. He's got his group. They'll figure out a babysitter. Watch. I'm sure he has connections.
Sure.
We'll work with
We
him.
can talk tomorrow.
All right.
Unless you want to wait to set that up first.
Yeah.
With Kiza. But
Anything else you want to say?
nope.
You thinking about him?
No, don't say anything about that. He's got to make his own calls here.
You're gonna like him, don't you?
Oh,
My hand.
you like Kiza?
Go on.
Well, true, that is the last name that was mentioned.
So smart.
No.
What?
Ivis.
No.
You like Ivis?
Well, I am withholding my thoughts and feelings on the matter until he figures out what he wants. So.
Oh.
Which means she really likes him, otherwise she wouldn't care.
Well, just it is really rude of me if I'm like, oh, Ivis, I would get together with you. And then he's like, okay, that does mean I want to adventure with you. Then that's so not genuine. He has to just make his own calls. If he says no, that's fine. I'll get over it.
Where was this sister when I got dragged to the light realm?
What do you mean?
Oh, you get to make your own calls, and I only want you to come if you want to come.
Because I knew you wanted to the whole time. He didn't.
Wow, he doesn't get the Avum treatment. All right.
No, you're special. You're
I'm gonna drag him out here and make him force him to see what we've seen.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with resentment in a relationship for the no. You know.
That is also fair.
Mm.
Alright. Ivis. Good buddy, old pal. Deck really likes you too. We were just all talking about you. No, I mean like friends. You know, you're just cool. Anyways. Gosh, I wish there was a delete button. Viren's dead.
I think you got to Viren's dead. Maybe. I don't know.
You got the important part out.
I think there's more than that, but...
No, actually, you would have gotten more than... Viren, pal. Yeah, you would probably have about, like, 8 words left.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Instead... Duty... accomplished. You are free. Do what you want. Hey, can I smush it? You want?
Sure.
You want?
You want?
You want?
Okay, so as you cast it out, for a moment it seems like something's gonna block it, but then you manage to push it through, and
I wanted to delete anyway.
You do manage to get to it. You feel it does connect in his mind, and there's a brief pause of processing.
Sorry about that
And he
one.
goes,
Beep, beep, beep.
thank you.
Should have counterspelled myself.
Good to know. Where could I meet you in the light world?
I knew he was going to ask that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, they're hinting at it, but...
Sure.
Still.
Where's Lana going to be? Where are we going next? Meet her back at...
Well, we were going to go to... Well, we had to do all the stuff up here first.
It would be really nice to have him against a Gleok.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Right in the fire, the right light realm.
Fight the most scary creature in the world.
Oh, you know, it'll be fine.
I mean, he did a good job, but...
We had to fight a zombie our first little outing.
Oh, here, give him 2 options. If he wants to fight horrific monsters, he can meet us somewhere, like here. Whatever. And if he wants to have a nice ease into the light realm, we could meet him, like, in Lorelei or something, or wherever we were going to go next. I don't remember where we're going next.
Yeah, are we going Tree next or Gleok next?
Tree, then Gleok. Sure.
And I think as we're talking, going back to the keep afterward, because that's where also you sent the void dragon. That's also where you sent
Yeah.
Nebula.
Yeah.
Thank you. I kept thinking galaxy, but it's Nebula. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we could say to meet him. We could say he could meet us there. He could stay in the keep if he wants. He could meet the dragon. We could just come back up. Yeah, I didn't forget his name.
Making sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't... Does he have... if he's gonna go to Light Realm, he could figure it out. Alright.
Well, wait, where's the Sheikah things where he could travel? Wouldn't that be the
There's
easy?
one in Soros, I mean.
Yeah.
Alright, so the keep. We'll
Sure.
If he wants to come up in here, it's up to him to figure it out.
That works.
High level magic. I'm excited about this one. And it's like super bright. Doesn't do anything actually.
That's
Super bright magic. First level 5.
Glasses on for it.
Oh. Well. I'm not forcing you to go anywhere. But if you want to join us, meet us either at our keep outside Zor's domain, or if you want to fight a horrific elemental monster, Cemetery City, we are in the Talus Peaks. Good luck.
He goes, I will ease into things and meet you at the keep.
Told you. Told you.
Lame.
Told you.
Poor.
There we go.
Right?
That is crazy. I have some things to think about tonight.
Guys, is it bad that we have a lot of people we care about all going to that keep?
I was literally about to say we should send our parents, and I'm like, we've sent a lot of people there. Let's keep them.
Yeah, well...
I just want to keep that in mind, you know?
Yeah, but they're all powerful people. They can protect each other.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, we definitely
your
should
mom's
be
there.
smart, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We'll just check in with them like every day or every other day or something. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
Well, and plus, I think we're picking up Ibis, so he's not gonna be there for that long.
Okay.
Would
One less
you think
person
we
to
should do
protect.
anything? Should we tell him to go somewhere else?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, they can all fight together if something happens, too. Rather than be separate. But also, if something happens, it could be bad.
Oh. Well. Okay.
I don't know, just throwing out my thoughts.
Something to think about, for sure.
I mean, it's good to think about. Now I'm paranoid. Tell him to turn back. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I'm out of magic. You're gonna have to go to Denver
No,
for that
I'm
one.
totally kidding. No. Okay, so that's crazy. Literally, if I would have gone back in time, told myself a year
Can't do
ago,
that.
Ibis is coming to the light realm, I would have slapped myself in the face and been like, "No way, you liar."
Oh wait,
That's how
Does
crazy.
that make
it is.
you like him more? Because he wants to
kidding.
come?
I can have a third
Yeah.
level stop back. I can send one more message if you want me to.
Oh, seriously? Oh.
I can do that twice now.
Oh, sweet. But yes, it makes me like
That's
him
no
more.
worse.
I gotta work up some magic energy.
I've thought about, like, getting something that maybe could, like, refuel some magic for me, too, but I don't know.
Ooh, nice.
Mm,
Thought about
nice. Yeah.
Very helpful, honestly.
I don't
Why?
need
Yeah,
to spells, though, so...
Have you ever found yourself like in a spot where like you need like a specific amount of energy, and then it's like, kind of really, dictates whether you're using a little bit or a lot of it, but
No,
sometimes it just, I feel like it.
I just usually go and smite
Okay.
everything.
Yeah,
That's about it. Yeah,
It looks pretty fun.
it's fun.
it seriously does look really
He
fun.
looks at his gauntlets.
I'll look at my gun. We both have ideas on something. Okay.
I just like smile between them two. Like I already know like they're thinking of something. Like, I just look excited. I don't know what else to say to him. If you have another thing, I don't know what else to say to him. I mean, we could tell him to be careful or something.
Yeah, it sounds like it's doing great.
Yeah.
I mean, and being completely, like, I'm not even joking. I do like him for you, and if he's going to come and go to the Light Realm, it's something I think he should want to do on his own. Do it a little bit on his own first, and then figure out together what that means in the future. But for now,
Right.
I have a lot of stuff, and we don't need him tagging along for now until he's up to par.
Make sure he knows that it's not normally like this. This is like in a Calamity that he's seeing everything, so it's typically a lot nicer.
That's true. Good point.
It gets better.
Yeah.
But
It
wait,
gets
there's
better.
more.
Yeah, basically.
This is not the travel poster he needs to see.
I mean, Zora's Domain was okay, from what I remember. It was mostly
There was an attack there, if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember, but like, there's just like part of it those.
And there's like armies being sent there. Like, occupying armies is not necessarily like beautiful to see in a city.
Yeah, I guess. It's like, okay, fine. I'm just trying to be positive about it.
Oh, I mean, Zora's Domain looks beautiful. But...
Yeah, like he might still like it, like he might still have a great time, and not immediately want to turn around and go back.
Up, our DM just roll the die.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not important.
I hate this place. I hate this place.
He immediately turns around and goes back. Okay, check in on him tomorrow. Just see how he's doing. How about that? Is that okay?
Sure. Well,
Thanks.
I also think Demi wants you to like get to know her a little bit more and maybe like squash her to send some stuff. Be like a little.
She
bonding.
can't. How many times have I told you that? I should be the one that doesn't know this. She's never met.
When we
us.
all go back to Zora's Domain,
That's
then
what I'm
she
saying.
can.
Oh. What do you mean Demi wants me to interact with her more? I talk to her every day of my life.
I don't know. You guys get a little closer. That's all. I'm just saying.
I compliment her every day also.
You do. That's fair.
Mhm. But, okay, well, thank you. That makes me feel better. Should we do something fun now, you think?
Yeah, I actually had to go get something done and just start talking off.
Oh, bye.
You two
We're
have fun.
gonna go together, but whatever.
Nope.
Do you want to do the bowling thing? Say, Attic.
Yes. Sure.
I don't even know what to do, but it looks fun and weird, and we've never done that before.
Yeah, okay.
Are you feeling up to it? I feel like maybe it'll be a nice distraction.
I guess.
Okay. Like grab his arm and like
Perfect. So, real quick, as you both are going up to the Goron bowling, Ava, what are you doing in the meantime?
I want to find some sort of blacksmith or steel worker sort of thing, or shop. Shop is fine as well.
All of those are pretty easy to find within this fortress of sorts. All of them seem to be located where the river was, as a way of drawing in the river water for squelching the heated metal, as well as all that stuff. So there is a blacksmith, and then the shop is attached to where the blacksmith is. So it does mention closed right now due to all the festivities, but there does appear to be a shop and shop and smithy.
Okay, so the smithy's also closed?
Currently, due to the festivities.
I figured they'd be open. More people get drinking, they want to buy stuff. Alright. Is there a smithy around? Just yells about.
Let's see.
But it's a surprise for his smithy.
There's a Ogoron kind of just what you just sworn was a rock at one point just just goes and just sits up and even in a sitting position where his legs are crossed, almost matches complete eye height with you, and just looks at you. This is my shop. What do you want?
Sorry, I didn't mean to quarry you in the moment. I just had a quick question. Are you available to make a few rings?
Oh, what kind of rings in question?
Very simple silver ring or platinum rings. My apologies.
You got the platinum?
I have the gold for them.
We might have some platinum pieces. I could probably make some. How quickly did you want them? How quickly did you want them?
Probably sometime in the morning before we leave. We'll be leaving sometime earlier, I'm guessing.
Well, that is indeed the case. Then it will be cost a little extra for expediting it.
$250
for how many?
for 3. They only need to be 50 rupees worth each. Give you a 100 rupee premium.
In that case, that should work just fine.
Fantastic.
Perfect. So he'll go ahead and then he'll take the rupees, and you see him just ball up again as he starts to then roll all the way over to his shop.
Thank you.
Forget they roll.
Yeah.
May the quartz be with you.
So
I don't know what you guys say here.
May the quartz be with you. I love it.
You missed his Corey one earlier. Yeah.
True. So
Oh, funny.
yeah. So while that's happening, Scisray and Avum, you're walking up, and it is a kind of a steep incline, but not too bad as you're able to find your footing with the various steps. And eventually you do see one Goron just come rolling on down after another one points, and it just goes down and he slams into a bunch of slabs that are formed up perfectly like bowling pins. And there's just a big cheering as you see that. Unfortunately, he made a 7-10 split, but it looks like there's still a lot of cheering as impact was indeed made on these giant stone pillars. And you see one Goron, it seems to be rather rotund, with skinny legs and just massive arms, and he looks with, "Oh, 7-10 split, brother! But in that case, let's see who is able to beat him. Who is the next challenger?"
How would people chow? How would we do that? I want to do that. Would I just roll down a hill? I don't know if that would work.
I don't know if we can knock those over with us. I mean, I can try. My armor's kind of heavy.
Oh my gosh, you should try!
We need Avum and his ball to, like, have us roll down there.
Oh my gosh, yes! Why did you walk away? Where is he? I wish I had that spell.
Here, why don't you go up there and find out? She wants to do it.
Young miss!
Hi!
You would like to be the challenger?
I would like to try and figure out how I would do it, yeah.
Well, all you simply need to do is, if you would like to be the one to direct your team, you simply stand here, and he points specifically off to the side, and then mention where you would like your ammunition, shall we say, to go ahead and bowl down the path, where they are then to guide themselves into the pins and knock everything over. Since you are, well, forgive me, smaller frame, you can definitely use...
That's a nice way to put it.
You can use one of the Goron, one of our fellow brothers here, as a way of knocking over the pins, unless you have a companion that is able to, well, match the might of us Gorons.
Okay.
I can make myself big. We can try it.
Oh my gosh, we should totally try it. I agree. If you
I'd give it a try.
Then, like, we should do it.
Let's do it.
I'm so glad.
Just let me know when you want me big, and I'll go for it.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
So, I am so glad I wrote up mechanics in case you did try this, Attic.
Yep.
So, with that, basically, what you're gonna have to do is, Scisry, you're gonna have to make an intelligence check to know basically where Attic is gonna have to roll in order to hit the best strike. Attic, I am so sorry. You're gonna have to make a dexterity check for accuracy.
I feel like we need to switch.
Yeah, probably better.
Can you do a spell on me?
Yeah.
I can do this one, yeah.
Yeah, so we could switch if you wanted.
These are the signs bros need to come in.
Yeah.
Do you want to be big?
Like, as they're explaining, when I kind of get that I would have to use strategy, and I know I'm not the best at that type of thing. I don't want to metagame.
Yeah, no, you would absolutely gather that the person pointing is the one that is figuring out the trajectory, and then the one who is rolling is the one needed for accuracy. So basically, however the DC, so this is Mark, so it's probably going to be pretty low, will impact the accuracy DC. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I'll just like be like, as he's explaining it, I'm like,
Yeah.
Attic, the pointing thing seems more up your alley versus.
Oh yeah, I like all the physics of how they bounce off each other.
Yeah, there's no way. I would like point in a random direction. I don't know what I would do. So, I would be down to roll down a hill. That sounds great.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So right before you go, I'll point, and Scrappy can make you big.
Okay. That sounds good.
So
I'm so ready for this.
I guess the question here is for Attic, because this will determine things, is he predominantly right or left-handed?
He is right-handed.
He is right-handed. Okay. This is good. So I know, so basically, as you stand, you look and you see the pins and how they're laid out in a perfect triangle. And you deduce that if Scissory is able to, actually go ahead and make an intelligence check real quick. So you look and you're able to start doing all the math figures.
22.
Perfect. As you're looking at it, you are looking and you're able to deduce that if Scissory is able to pick up enough speed, which with the angle it's at, she could definitely do, she could potentially hit it hard enough in the about 1 to 3 pocket. So the 2 pins at the top, she could potentially hit it in there to get all of them knocked down if she's able to get it accurate and fast enough.
You're gonna go right there. See that spot? Right there. Between those pins. Right there.
Okay. All right. Like amping myself up before I'm ready. Okay, I got it.
Right.
Ready?
I'm so ready.
All right.
Yeah. All the Gorons are looking back and chanting, just.
All right, Scrappy. Get her.
All right, and suddenly, and you just feel yourself grow to sizes that you're not familiar with, Scissory. So at this point, as you just start, go ahead and make a. This would technically be acrobatics to see yourself roll up and aim toward the pins.
Sure, sounds good. She's like, but she kind of like moves her arms around. She's like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" Her voice is probably like a lot louder. And then she starts running.
Definitely deeper. There is a boom, and I would say, Avum, you're probably
amazing.
I would say, Avum, you're probably able to detect
What
it.
the heck?
Oh my god!
Sure, it's heading up that way.
I got a 28.
Okay, so with that, you're just dush, and then you just you take the image of how the Gorons do it and how they kind of wrap themselves up by grabbing their legs and then just start rolling down. And you picture this, and you manage to almost, in one fell, elegant swoop, mind you, are able to do this and just bring your knees into your chest and start rolling down. And the stone does hit your head, and it does hurt a little bit as you just start going end over end over end over end over end, and then eventually you do slam yourself into the pillars. You do take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sure, that's fine.
As you slam into the pins, and you do notice, and Avum, as you're following this, you just see a giant Scissory this happening, and then suddenly, and all 9 pillars get flattened. Well, do you swear the first one even kind of gets torn asunder?
You just see a giant illusionary 10 go up.
I like kind of crash down after, and then like all of a sudden I just like stand back up and I'm like, whoa!
That was dopers!
Yeah, you just see all the Gorons.
Just dopers, 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 dopers.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, the tiny people did something amazing.
No, absolutely. This is seeing if you're able to start a sport chant.
Okay.
Because think
Persuasion!
yeah.
That is a 4.
So
That is a strong suit there.
yeah, because think about it. How many times has someone tried to start at a chant at a ball game and like?
There's just one person doing it.
It's the one person doing it. Unfortunately, like everyone is just chanting and cheering and hearing this dopers, this word that they've never heard before, because Sheikah don't exist on this side of the world, and they're just like,
No, dopers, dopers.
It even changes to like the
Do-
on the side.
Okay.
This side,
It would have been disadvantage, but now it's going to be a flat roll, Scissory, for persuasion. It would have been a disadvantage, but Avon's involvement there.
I rolled a 19 on the die, so that's 19 plus 14 is
Oh my god, 33?
33.
We get the entire like ball stadium sounds going da 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 da.
Yeah, eventually, just out of nowhere, in the span of a few minutes, suddenly you have this tribe of Gorons just chanting dopers. This is unlike anything you've ever seen before, but it's just this deep, gravelly voice, and one seems to almost be like the voice of like a power metal band just chanting this. It seems to be one of the main performers of the Gorons. So.
It's like
Thank
the
you,
Hugh type of thing. I'm just standing there like so pumped. We started something here today, Attic.
Yeah. We
say
did
it,
it. Totally.
yeah.
We did.
So good.
Oh, so good. I love it.
You almost beat my roll by 30. So we did it.
That's wild.
I think Avon, while he's waiting for them to come back down like the bowling hill, he's gonna just take out the robes and I think I'll like try him on for a bit, and he'll be like trying to attune to it like while he's waiting.
Mm-hmm.
But you just see him like standing in the shadows of like a little like cave thing, and he's trying to do like the Batman.
Right.
He's trying to hide, and it's not working because he's not attuned to it yet. But just trying to be like,
Right.
Batman.
Exactly. Perfect. Well,
I don't know if I like these or not, but they're different. I think like Aaron would really like these.
So, with that, the big Goron comes up to you and just says, "Well done, my friends! Such a magnificent display!"
Thanks. That was so fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. And with that, you are the victorious ones for tonight. And he just presents with you this massive stone slab, like about like 2 feet tall. It basically is like a bowling trophy just made out of complete stonework. So, and it's, instead of a human, it's a Goron on top, just absolutely flexing. You are the victors for this celebration. Well done, and he presents it to you.
Oh my gosh, we gonna take this home?
Why, yes.
Put that up at the keep.
Yes, living room, like our main hall, like the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Right on the mantle.
Is it really heavy?
It's pretty heavy. It is pure stone. So it's.
Can you put this in your bag of holding?
Sure.
Oh, yay. So we really can't take this with us. I was afraid we'd have to leave it behind. I was gonna be so sad.
No, I can put it in there.
Yes.
Perfect.
We got her. Are you gonna put that in your inventory?
Yeah, I'm putting Goron Bowling Trophy in there.
Perfect. Now we can remember.
Only in D&D, my dude.
Or was it Ashley had to put in her inventory like wicker cat, like handmade cat figure or something?
Yeah.
Should I put a rupee value on this thing?
There is a rupee value. It does go for about 100 rupees. You would know that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Let me put that in there. It's valuable.
It is. So, as you all come down from the mountain, you are able to find Avum again as he's trying to do his best man of the night impression.
Do you guys see me?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I don't think this work yet.
Who did you say you were?
Hmm?
You were who?
There's a Shadow Twilight Man comic that I wrote a long time ago. But
Did you write Keystman?
don't worry about it. It's not important. It's whatever. It's just some fan fiction of it. That's all.
Keystman's great.
I didn't know you.
I
All the
love
same
all
forms.
the super cool gadgets he makes. It's super fun.
Oh, I just got it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Anyways, yeah, I'm a big follower of it too. So I was just pretending.
There was like a solid year where that was like literally all he talked about.
Anyways,
It was
so
so annoying.
look, I only dressed up for it for like 10 years in a row. All right, it was a very short stint.
It's like I imagine like they have their little bunk beds at night, and it's like they're trying to go to sleep. It's like 12:30 at night, and he's like, "Hey, Scissory, I was just thinking about Keystman."
It's just like on the corner, just hanging there.
It just wakes up. It's like the Michael Keaton Batman where he's just hanging upside down randomly in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Hey, Cesare, I'm stuck. All the blood rush is going to my head.
I'm gonna pass out. Please help me. And I pretend to be asleep for 5 more minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Cesare!
So, all right. So, is there anything else you guys are doing during all the festivities, or
What are the other stuff? There was
Yeah.
a drinking contest, and then there was I don't remember.
arm wrestling and just general dancing and eating? It's a very simple celebration, but very much in line with Goron philosophy.
Okay. Avum, do you want to arm wrestle?
Arm wrestle?
That would be so funny.
That would be atrocious. You'd break my arm.
Actually, yeah, it might be lead to actual
Would
injury.
you allow all my magic?
What if I made you big versus
Yeah.
normal Scissory?
Oh yeah, we could verse each other.
I would just both be big. I think it'd be funny.
I think
it
you can
wouldn't.
only do one at a
Yeah,
time.
No, you
Oh.
can each do your own on yourself. It's fine.
Oh! Okay, let's do it. You should do
Or
two,
like me
Alec.
being really big and you being really small. Like,
No, we both really.
equalize it.
You should do two! Let's all do it and see who wins.
At the same time?
Well, it's a contest, so we're probably gonna verse against other people.
Oh, right. I thought
was
you were like a
awesome.
three-way.
I thought this was just for fun.
It is for fun! That's fun!
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like if we use that in the actual thing, they might be like, "That's cheating. You can't do that."
I'll go ask.
Okay.
I run away. I go ask the guy that's leading it.
It looks like
Am I still big? I'm pretty sure I'm still big.
You got small. It's a minute. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, well, you must be able to use your own natural strength."
Okay, so I can't become a giant woman.
Preferably not use your own self.
Okay.
Preferably.
Preferably. Does that mean there's wiggle room in that or no?
No.
Okay.
Just for your dice.
Thanks. And I run away and I go back to them. He said preferably not, and then I thought that meant that there was room for it, and then he said no. So,
that's what I'm just saying. You should just do it for fun. You two.
like on our own corner. Okay, let's do it.
Alright.
I'll put Scrappy on the table.
So, Seeing that you all want your own competition, the Gorons respectively give you Rube and are huddled around to see what the heroes that defeated Viren are able to go up against, as Scrappy is watching closely on the contest. As you both interlock arms, getting ready to do it. That's where we're going to take a break for tonight. So,
the suspense.
The suspense. Will a 14 strength be able to beat a 6 strength? Who knows? Abram is weirdly good at these.
I'm trying to.
I know. I think he might just win just because he always wins against me. Like, I won't
I'm
be
trying to look up like
surprised.
any magic that can help me, and like nothing.
So yes, all right. So go ahead. We'll just be back here in about 10 minutes, folks. Go ahead and stick around. We'll see what happens here. Stay tuned. And welcome back, everybody. If you're just now joining us, welcome. We are so glad that you're here for tonight. And again, happy Halloween, everybody. So, we are picking things up as the party has been in a bit of celebration for defeating Viren. After a talk of everything regarding time, we're just now picking up as the twins are at an arm wrestling contest with Gorons around watching this contest unfold as we see who is going to be the victor. The twins have locked hands and are currently looking as
Ow, stop it. Ow.
as Scrappy is on the table just and then eventually, almost as you see like in one of his opticals, you just see and you hear the 3, 2, 1. Make for me athletics checks, everybody. And again, as a reminder, best of 3.
And you do advantage because of enlarge.
Make a sleight of hand. You are not large. That only lasts for
He's
1
not
minute.
hiding it.
Oh, I thought
If you guys want large, you'd have to get do it yourself from Scrappy because he can't.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So you're in large. So Avam's not hiding it. With that, considering it's between you two and they're all the shenanigans, the Gorons are not really going to pay any mind. So with that, they're like, okay, this is what they do. Go ahead.
Get big too, Scissor?
Huh?
Are you gonna get big too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we both are, right? Yeah, I thought we just both wanted to get
Avon just cast guidance on top of that.
So as you both, all right, go ahead and make for me.
Can't do both though.
You can't do both.
Oh,
Both are
there's concentration. That's
Yeah.
right.
It's one or the other. So with that,
He touches him again.
athletics checks.
Keep ever getting guidance with concentration. At advantage.
Advantage being enlarged.
Yep.
And athletics, right? Not acrobatics.
Athletics.
This is athletics.
There is no
Parkour.
that will get you eliminated from arm wrestling contests. So this is straight up just strength.
18.
10 minus 2, 8.
So at this point, you look and it's just like it. There is some resistance, but not a lot. Scissory, as Avam's hand is going down. Make for me another athletics check, as currently Scissory's in the lead.
I'm gonna just try it. It's probably not doing anything, but reaction, flash of genius to Ava and be like, remember leverage, remember leverage!
Oh, right.
Plus
Okay.
5.
Some leverage.
What'd you get?
Yeah, even what'd you get?
Natural 20 minus 2 to 18,
I
but
got
plus 5 to 23.
23, nice.
So this is just, since you both got nat 20s, this is going down straight to the number. So Avam in total got 23. Scissory,
Oh no! I got a 21.
21. So at this point, Avam, you just suddenly see as you just start doing the calculations, you start making your way and going back to the center, and at that point, it's tied right now. We're 1-1. So at this point, we're gonna see. Basically, this is keep on going. Go ahead and make another athletics check.
She was like totally looking confident, like, oh yeah, I got him on this one. And then all of a sudden, he's like, oh shoot. And so then she like goes back.
I'm just gonna be like, over the top.
Sprite, cast dancing lights in front of Scissory's eyes.
Okay.
I love how you always do that, like it's supposed to be a distraction tactic. Like,
All she got.
I'm gonna pat him on the back with the excitement and cast guidance on my science pro for this one too.
All right, so
I just look at it like, you're a cheater. You're a cheater. You're always a cheater.
Science pros.
what'd you get?
15.
19 minus 2 to 17 plus 4, 21.
So at this point, Avam, through cheer shenanigans, is able to go ahead.
No, I'm just
at
kidding.
this point, and you just feel the surge of the confidence of Avam going and just slam Scissory's arm on the table, and all the Gorons. Yeah,
I think I popped a vessel. Help.
all the Gorons are just looking over, and they're just the slight clap
Scattered
because
clap.
they knew there's so much shenanigans going on there.
Wow, now we know you can win when you cheat. Perfect.
The strength of the Goron over here.
Oh, wow.
It's so smart as well, you know.
So smart.
He won up here before he won there.
The only
I
thing,
kinda
I'm
like-
just a little offended that you just solely helped him and not me. So,
You
I didn't
need
think you
it.
needed it, but do it straight then. Go for it.
Yeah, you
no,
want to
no,
go
it's fine.
straight?
I know I can win.
Well, you being a sore loser, Scissory. You know, big.
Do it straight, you two, right now.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, come on. Let's rematch then. Want to do it straight?
Okay.
No
Yeah, we'll
large.
do it
Scrappy, come over.
straight.
Scrappy, come here. Nope. No large.
Okay,
nothing.
no large.
No large? All right. So,
Scrappy gets up on my shoulder again.
all right. So at that point, I need both of you athletics checks.
That's really not bad.
11.
11.
It is a complete stalemate. No winners as you both are just.
Yours is up to 11, mine's down to 11.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm going to need everyone to go ahead. Athletics checks again. No winner.
Nine.
19. At that point, it's going against you, Avum, and I'm going to need another athletics check.
15.
17 down to 15.
Avum, again, no winner there. You're able to hold that
Hold the
position
line.
as your arm is just shaking and quivering. All right, another athletics check.
Oh my gosh. This is
Oh,
ridiculous.
it's so close. It bounced off onto the natural
Oh,
20
no.
down to 2, so it's 0.
I rolled a 6 up to 7, so I was sure I was losing.
So
I think you broke it. I think you broke it. I think you broke
at
it.
this point, Avum, your strength just gives out, and you're not able to hold it anymore. And Scissor, you're kind of shocked because there wasn't that much strength put behind it. As it just kind of
I just couldn't have you holding that one over me, like with the cheating thing. I couldn't do it. Now tell me a little bit, Mr. Master of Time.
All right. How do I rewind? Well,
You didn't use that.
you wouldn't have even known.
You probably did.
I didn't actually. Not this one.
Oh, okay.
I've learned to save them.
Addict, do you want to go against Avum?
Oh, no.
Why not?
You're gonna break my arm. But you two can go.
You want to?
Sure. Why not?
I feel like I'll lose.
all right.
I'll
We're
take
just
my
gonna do
arm
this
out of
rest
my
of the
armor too, so it's not like getting. So it's clear I'm not using my armor for it. So my armor.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Okay.
Athletics checks, everyone.
All right.
17. Did you roll in that 20?
27.
At this point, it's the opposite direction immediately. Just.
Yep, I figured. 4.
23.
This is almost no contest as you go and you say 1, 2, 3, go, bam!
That was quicker than I thought.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
sorry.
I'm more quick than Buff, you know. I mean, look at my arms.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, you knocked down those pins really great, so.
Thank you. Yeah, good job! You won something. I won something. We both won something together. What are you gonna
We
win?
all won tonight. I haven't beat you.
No, I guess. Sorry. I already forgot about it.
Still counts.
So,
We're all winners tonight.
Wow.
I did find these orange rock candies to try. Do you want to? It kind of hurt the teeth a little bit, but they're really good.
Oh, are you supposed to be eating that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope you don't like Break actual tubes? That'd be unfortunate.
Yeah. Demi will fix it. It'll be fine.
Well, I was gonna say, what's Demi gonna say?
They're very good. I mean, some people hate them, but like, I think they're delicious.
And as this conversation's happening, Attic, you get a little ping in the back of your head, and it's a familiar voice. Your father and I are doing well at your keep. Company is nice. Your father has moved his forge here.
Oh.
Wow, that's dopers. I'm glad you're okay. That's dopers. Everyone says hi. And we're doing the best we can. I don't know how much more. I'm not used to this.
He finally got a message.
We did have to say, Demi did send one to me. But...
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, it sounds like my mom and dad are doing good at the keep. They brought the arcane forge to the keep.
No way! Wow, are you annoyed? Like he just moved, like your dad just like moved all his stuff into your house?
Why would I be annoyed about that? My dad's
Oh,
awesome.
I'd be so annoyed. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's good.
No,
Oh, great! Oh, good. That's so good. I'm happy for you. I mean, it is
great.
with the forge, so I know you like the forge, but
Oh yeah, my mom, my dad, they're both awesome.
I mean, they are awesome. I agree.
Like, do we have a room for them that they could stay there?
Like forever?
I don't know about forever. My mom's got like work stuff. My dad has a shop too. Maybe not for visiting purposes.
Yeah, visiting room.
Guest
Yeah,
room.
totally.
Guest room.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
we have room for a bowling alley in our keep?
probably.
Could
That's
probably
really
make one.
fun.
Yeah, I think so. Because that's where we could put the bowling trophy.
True.
Also, I guess like I was just gonna be hanging out with your mom and dad. That's kind of funny.
Oh.
I forgot they were there, to be honest.
Well, there's some great people to meet when you first come to the light room.
Yeah, do you think they'll like give him a nice tour and be really nice to him, or do you think they're gonna be like,
Oh yeah, they're real nice.
kinda like, oh, we're
Just
together, it's like we're gonna be over here, you know?
No, they'll be very good hosts.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we also have the ghost.
Our ghost friend, yep.
Oh, we
Can
didn't.
be a good
Okay.
host.
Well, that'll be a fun surprise for him. He'll roll with it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Like
Welcome to
a
Light
big,
Realm.
like a deep dive, you know, into
We had to
light
learn that too.
realm stuff. Yeah, I think it's fun.
I mean, he was
It doesn't-
invisible for most of it too. It was only because of my lantern. I think we saw him even.
Yeah, I mean, well, he was like taking things to us and stuff too. Remember, like we had like the floating teacup that he's like giving to us and stuff. So like,
Yeah.
so he's trying to be helpful.
Yes. Good. Yes.
Mm.
Hopefully, it doesn't exactly follow in our footsteps. Another attack at Zora would be awful.
What?
Yeah, that'd be really bad.
Like if he followed exactly in our footsteps and did the same things we did. Find like another secret body on a ship and then go to Zora. or
Oh my
something like
gosh, that would be weird.
that. Yeah, that'd be really good. Intrusive thoughts.
Wow. Well, do you want to do anything else here? Are we cheering in for the night?
I'm sort of ready.
I don't really have anything else. I can work on my armor a little bit tonight, but got an idea.
Even does take some time to dance with Demi.
Easily done. So, as
Sister also takes some time to dance with Demi because apparently I don't spend enough time with her.
So,
There you go.
eventually, you both, you all have a wrap up for the evening as it's clear the festivities will be going on for a good portion of the night, if not into the next morning. But there is a tent made for you all to be almost like a yurt of sorts made for you all to be able to go ahead and rest. Perfectly positioned for the 5 of you, including Nehru.
Doc, is Scrappy going to be on guard? Or do we need to take watches or anything?
Yeah, I'll get Scrappy up, and then let's see. My little friend, who's also going to be on watch tonight, we'll name him.
We have another friend.
Right.
We'll do Chocolate Chip.
Aw. Chocolate.
Oh, right. You're.
So just make sure you say Chocolate Chip before, and I'll tell everybody in the tent.
Do you just have a list of like cookie names for these things?
I just made that one up.
I love it. So perfect. So as you enter in, there are basically 5 perfect mattresses, basically perfect mattresses with bedding to be able to for you all to rest on. And as you do, and you're getting ready, I guess I should be asking who's going to be taking watch and when, or are you just going to rely on Scrappy and the dog?
I'm still okay with taking a watch, potentially.
I'll do a watch, because I want to work on my armor
Yeah.
anyways. So.
Yeah. I want to see if I can talk to my man,
Okay,
the Shade Boy. Mhm.
perfect. So who will be doing watches when?
I can go first. That's
First?
fine.
Okay.
Last.
Right. Ava, if you
Okay.
want, and perfect. So with that, as you all go to rest for the night, Scisri, you are up first, and Hero does rest near you, his golden form glowing, and then soon you do hear kind of footsteps coming from behind you.
Okay, I'll turn around.
You see the familiar Stalfos / ethereal form with the ruined armor of the hero's shade.
Hey! Wait, are you here in real life? Or am I in a dream?
I am here.
Is that a new thing?
Ever since you pulled the blade, it has allowed me to at least appear before you here, though others still are not able to see me.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Have a seat. Here's some comfy things you can sit on my bedroll. Do you want a snack or anything? Oh, this is so exciting. Can you eat? Is that like a thing?
I unfortunately cannot eat, but he does sit, and even sitting, his wide shoulder frame and his posture just seems to still tower over you, as this one glowing red eye looks and says, "You are indeed growing in your abilities, Scisri."
Yeah, I felt kind of like something happened after Viren. A little bit.
Indeed. I'll be able to assist you further in gaining more powers to be able to assist in defeating your foes that much greater.
Thank you.
But I wanted to let you know something regarding this oath that you have taken and where it could ultimately lead.
Sure.
If you see it through to the very end, you will no longer see the effects of aging.
Like eternally young? Is that what we're talking about?
How you are now, magic or anything like that cannot alter your age or appearance. And as you age naturally, you will continue to live. But the downside is, you will remain like this for eternity. Because you cannot experience the death by age.
Oh. Okay. That's a lot. Is that for everybody that does the...
Very few make it to this point. But it is an area that can happen.
Okay. I'm gonna think about that one. Is that a bad thing? Like on the world level, you know?
Depends upon your perspective. If you are not to die or be killed, then you would be effectively the last hero that Hyrule would ever see. An eternal protector of sorts.
Which should be a good thing.
Possibly. It all depends upon you as well, if that is what you desire.
Mm-hmm.
That is ultimately what will make it good.
What if I didn't want that?
Well, it only happens at a specific point when you have fully realized the oath.
Okay. Sorry, I just read the chat.
We're ignoring it.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely have to think about that one. That's a heavy thing. I mean, that never happened to you, right? I would assume.
No, something else happened to me. I didn't necessarily partake in this oath. I went down a different path. But
okay.
I am more on this form as a result of mine and Zelda's meddling with time.
Yeah, how's the eternal life treating you? Do you enjoy it? Or are you stuck like in a weird thing so it's not even like you're in life? Like a life.
I am in a, limbo of sorts. After restoring Hyrule in one timeline, Zelda sent me back to relive my own. To relive my childhood, I should say. At which point, I did. But I also went to go seek out an old friend and wound up getting lost within the Lost Woods. And without the guidance of a fairy, I unfortunately became the Stalfos form you see before you, which I was then cursed to be in this form for eternity.
Yeah, they were talking to Nehru about that, and she mentioned that, yeah, that was like a punishment for messing with the timeline or something.
Yes. You see, what happened is, when Zelda and I were children, we believed that we could stop Ganondorf from acquiring the Triforce. We sought out the spiritual stones, but unfortunately, there were unforeseen circumstances that resulted in him acquiring the Triforce, doing exactly the thing that we were trying to set against. Which resulted in us causing a dramatic calamity to fall upon Hyrule. We defeated Ganondorf, he was sealed away, and then Zelda sent me back. She lived on in her life, and I went to go reclaim my own childhood.
Was she punished too?
I do not know.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not like you could go catch up with her.
Correct. But I am the one that pulled the Master Sword, and it was ultimately sent back.
So, I have a couple of questions. One, do you regret doing that, or do you feel like that was the right call?
I regret it in the sense that while we were able to help the Gorons and the Zora and their plight, at the same time, if we did nothing, Ganondorf would never have acquired the Triforce to begin with.
Okay. So second question, what do you think about the fairness of this whole fate you have? Like, because I feel like it's kind of harsh, personally. Like, eternity, come on. And you've been helpful.
Because I've been cursed to be helpful. If it was my choice, I would prefer to live on in my eternity. Or at least rest, I should say.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
But in the one sense, I understand the idea behind it. We meddled with time so greatly that two different realities now exist. Something that never should have happened. And for all I know, one could exist where the hero wasn't there at all to save them.
Okay. Because here's the thing, is the two were talking about, like, wanting to fix, like, to go back and fix it. And, I mean, kind of similar to what you guys did. The only thing is, the calamity happened already, you know? So, I think the thought would be to go back and fix it so that none of it happened. But they were wondering, one, how do you even do that in the first place? And two, like, if you have any thoughts as someone who did it, you know?
If you go back in time, let's say you go back in time right now, while Vati still remains. If you were to do that, and stop the calamity, this calamity would be stopped for another timeline or reality. The calamity will have still happened in yours. So you will leave this timeline effectively to its doom and to its fate.
Okay. So no matter what, this happens. It's more just our perspective changes because we're the one that's moving?
More or less.
Okay.
In one timeline, all the events in mine, all the events of my life occurred. In mine, and when I went back as a child, I warned the king and queen of everything with Ganondorf, and they put a stop to it. But in mine, that happened after I sealed away Ganondorf. But even then, in the timeline where I was a child, the usurper Zant made way because he believed Ganondorf was a god.
Okay. All right. This whole thing's really confusing. So how did you guys do that though in the first place?
Through the Master Sword, you can use it. It also acts as a bit of a key. In it, where you pulled it from is known as the Pedestal of Time. Through it, you should be able to access time as well, but you will also need something known as the Ocarina of Time. By having both, you can technically travel reality.
Okay. So you had the Ocarina thing?
I had the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword. It's because of that I was known as the Hero of Time.
Okay. And then, so did your other timeline self, like when you went back as a kid, did you still have the ocarina?
I did, and I returned it to its rightful place. No, Zelda kept it in her possession, and she sent it back, and she used it to send me back. Sorry, Zelda fans, that was a lapse on my part for a split second.
How dare you? So it's not even in this timeline?
It is.
Oh, okay.
For it was originally in possession of the royal family.
Oh, okay. So it might be at the castle somewhere. Or whatever's left.
Possibly.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being don't do it, that's the worst idea ever, and 10 being go for it, where would you say you'd land on that?
1.
A 1. Okay, that's pretty strong. All right. Is it because in the end that timeline existed anyway? Is that kind of the reason why?
And Rhea, regardless of what you do, you will create another timeline. It is better that time not be messed with.
Okay. Well, I am not sure what everyone will think, but I do find the idea of the oath thing kind of interesting, because one of the things that Attic said was a concern was if we seal Vati away, then what happens if, like, later he breaks out? You know. But if I'm around all the time, maybe I can make sure that won't happen. Potentially.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think we have a lot to think about. You know, I was going to say, though, I kind of want to see if the goddesses will, like, just let you off the hook at some point, though. Do you think that's possible? Like, I think I want to try and, like, push that a little bit.
It depends upon the god. The goddess of time is temperamental. She does not like to see her timeline to be messed with.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, good to know at least. I hope I wasn't supposed to ask you any other questions.
Well, if you ever need to ask them again, I'm not too far away.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, if you're ever bored and I'm on watch, you just want to come hang out, you know, feel free.
The invite is noted.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you'll then kind of take his hand and place it on top of your head, and you feel energy surging through you as you gain your various access to your various abilities.
Yes.
And with that, and until next time, Scissory, farewell.
See ya.
And with that, at the end of your watch, go ahead and make a perception check to see if you notice it.
23.
23. as you're currently looking around, it seems that, again, there's just a general celebration going on with the various Gorons. It does seem to be winding down, as some seem to be almost passed out completely drunk. It's some potentially even just dizzy from bowling so much. But there does seem to be a constant sense of celebration happening as your watch does come to an end.
Yeah, I'll get Avum ready. But
Yeah.
I won't say much. She kind of, like, she doesn't act necessarily troubled, but, like, I think she wants to think, so she doesn't really say a ton. She's like, good night! That just goes to fun.
Oh, right. Sure. All right, good night.
So as you are currently on watch, Avon, go ahead and make for me your perception check.
That would be a... Can't remember if he has perception or not, because of tab. 19.
19. Much of a similar sight. It seems that this place is also fairly well guarded as well. And as you are currently on watch, Sprite is currently sitting on your shoulder. It doesn't take a lot to gather energy that she is definitely thinking about a lot of things, even with your passive insight.
Right.
Huh?
You're popping a vein. You don't think often. At least too deeply. What's on your mind?
Well, there's a sadness in her voice. She says, well, we rescued the Oracle. I think our time is not going to last all that much longer.
Why'd you say that?
Well, I don't know why or when, but something feels as though the forest is calling back to me.
Oh. I mean, would you be able to visit?
Well, I don't plan to leave while Hyrule is in this current state.
No, of course. I mean, after.
I don't plan to visit.
I mean, you can't have a shop there without an attendant going around pranking everyone that walks in.
Yeah. There's a thing of just, I am naturally by the forest, and, well, kind of do its whim. I was guided here by some force, by some sense, most likely the oracles to guide you. With the oracles rescued, and most likely Hyrule going to be restored, my purpose for guiding you is, well, almost at an end.
I guess I got so used to you, I didn't think you'd leave.
I didn't want to leave either, Ava.
And don't. Come join us in Lightroom and become a champion of the hero.
It doesn't work like that, Ava. If fairies are not necessarily meant to exist a long time outside of the forest, we can for a stint.
Alright, so then you recoup and then come back. Yeah, if you're a new person, right? You get. I mean, I left the Twilight Realm to become who I wanted to be. If you want to leave, you can, right?
For a time. But also, I may be charged by the Deku Tree to guide a Kokiri.
Oh, please, I don't share. Come on. You know that.
I know that, but it's also kind of the role of...
I'm just joking. I know. Well, how about this? I don't plan on, when this is all over, to full-time adventure, like I'm sure Sisri plans on. But I know Demi and I have been talking about taking 3 to 4 months a year to travel and gain new items for the store and travel with Scissory and a deck if he's with her. Maybe you can join us on those trips.
Maybe.
If you're free, of course.
Of course. But I do plan to stay until at least Hyrule is restored. But that sensation has just been growing lately. I
As
don't
long
want
as it's
to.
something you want, Sprite, because you saved my life. You saved all of our lives. And I will go to war against an oracle or a god if it means anything, repaying back the favor for you.
Well, you saved my life too. I guess we're square there, but it depends.
Don't be sad. I've enjoyed the trip, the journey.
Oh, I have
And when
too.
it's time. Oh, why? What have you stolen?
Don't worry about that.
Capture her real quick before she flies off.
It's not of yours, it's of Scissory's.
Oh, okay, fine. It's fine. You can take whatever you want. You know, I was thinking one day it'd be really funny to get Scrappy to reduce the Master Sword to like a toothpick and just hide it somewhere.
That would be interesting.
Just hilarious. Let's see them freak out about it.
Worth looking into.
Just in case. Just putting the thought in your mindset. That's all.
Of course.
Thanks for telling me, though.
You deserve to know, Ava. In many ways, you are my greatest friend.
You have become one of my greatest friends as well.
I'm not hugging you.
Come here.
No!
Old person.
Yeah.
Yes. Enjoy it.
Yes. And eventually she does relent and return the hug. So.
Yeah. And he takes out a small little ringlet from like his chainmail, like armor, like the little stuff thing. And he starts kind of crimping it into a small thing. Don't tell the others. You've seen what I've been working on for them, but now a small little one for you. And he'll give her, it's not platinum or anything, but he'll give her a tiny little ringlet that fits on her finger. And now you can officially be part of the Scissors Angels as well.
Oh, well, I thought it always was when I broke you out of that prison.
You are, but this is like an official little gift thing I'm doing. So,
Okay.
You know. I'll eventually get you a platinum one, don't worry.
Sounds good.
Alright.
And with that, is there anything else you're going to do on your watch?
No, you just kind of sitting watching the skies and just thinking.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. The clouds have basically faded away to the clear night skies. The dual moons are high in the sky, and with that, the rest of your evening comes to a close, leading to a night. So,
Yeah, he'll get up and start to tinker with his gauntlets a little bit.
perfect. Go ahead and make for me a tinkering check. And get a 30.
This is not going to be a 30.
Really?
Yep, this is a lower roll, but still a 24.
I was like, it's been a while since you've gotten below 25 on tinkering, I think.
His heart's not fully in it at this point, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. But you're still able to do it pretty effectively, as you are currently working on your gauntlets, inspired by the various events that you saw before and things that Scissory mentioned. So doing anything else, well, one also go and make a perception check as well to see what you see.
You got it. Perception is a 26.
Perfect. As you are currently resting, you just hear almost as though your shadow is moving with a small dim light that is flickering. You did well today.
So nice.
You're happy about this?
Indeed. You showed the power. What you can do if you can manifest it.
Love those clacking sounds from the rocks outside.
Oh dang! I'm so sorry. I thought I muted. I'm
Great.
so sorry.
It was omnipresent. It was.
Oh, the blacksmith has gotten up early. Fantastic.
I'm sorry. I was
They're still bowling out there, I guess.
dang it! I might have. Okay, yes, I'm so sorry.
So, yeah. So with that, he looks, and you saw what you could do if you manifested the power. I know how to control it.
I'm not worried about the power.
I know, but I can use that power to defeat your foes.
Been doing pretty good without you this far.
Only with a fraction.
Still enough.
If you do this, do you know of the chances that you will survive?
If it's something that hurts you, doesn't matter.
Well, make for me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. That's a natural 20 for a 28.
Let's go. Happy Halloween.
And with that, yeah, happy Halloween. And with that, as you just hear that, you feel that presence that you felt take you over once before. As it just starts to cover your mind, you think back to your time in practicing with Zelda and just the capturing and resisting that urge. And eventually, it fades.
And just looks out. I don't need you to learn how to use that power. Apparently I have it already.
And as you're going on, continuing to work on your tinkering as the sun is rising, a strange thing occurs. As though from nowhere, a letter manifests before you, Attic.
look it over, see if it can discern anything from it.
It seems to be a plain parchment with a red seal in the center. In the seal there does seem to be a broom of sorts.
Like Twinrova vibe broom, or
Not Twinrova, just a normal. Just seems to be almost like a normal sweeping broom of sorts. Not as jagged.
he will slowly reach down to pick it up and take a look at it.
Right. You open it up to read it.
Yes.
You just see it is a simple message. Looking over, you see it says, "You have my broom, and I want it back. Maple." And as you're looking it down, you see that there are strange arcane symbols. What do you do with those?
Do they resemble any language I'm familiar with?
It is an arcane rune language, so it's an arcane language.
With Arcana, do I pick up what these would relate to?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. That's 22.
As you're kind of looking it over and reading it, you do gather that it is polymorph. And as you are examining it, I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure thing. That is a 25.
So, as you're looking, you do manage to resist the urge. And with that, you feel as though for a split second your insides were being turned into something, and then it dissipates. So...
Maple, you could just ask nicely. Man, that was rude. And we know of Maple because we've heard of her from Ralph, didn't we? So, I might go bump Ralph and be like, "Hey, wake up! Wake up!"
What?
Real quickly, just give me the information about Maple.
She's a powerful witch of sorts, from what I've heard.
Where is she at? You know anything? You said we might have to go get her.
She tends to travel around wherever. She doesn't really have any rhyme or reason to go in any which direction. She goes where she pleases, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint her down.
She's usually mean to people.
She can be. She can be very rude, especially if she thinks you have something of hers, or if she deserves something.
Deserves something?
Yeah, like if she thinks that, she deserves that object more than you do, she'll try to take it from you.
Okay.
But she also can be helpful in certain situations.
Okay. Interesting. Do you know how to get in contact with her?
Me? Oh, no, I've never tried.
How were you going to suggest we track her down?
It's something it was a last-ditch effort. It wasn't my primary plan.
Let's see. Okay. Well, good to know. Okay, you can sleep now, Ruff.
Okay. He then just, at that point, goes ahead and falls back asleep.
She just looks up. Maple, if you're listening, I mean, we could talk about this. I don't know if you are, but... Okay, I'll wait. Just goes back to tinkering. Keeping an eye out for stuff.
Perfect. So, as the rest of your watch goes largely without incident, you all are able to go ahead and wake up.
I've never been asleep.
Sleep was fine. The watch part was interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got a visit from you know who, and then there's also this witch who tried to do something to me.
What?
Another one.
Yeah, another witch. Apparently, I have bad luck with
Collect them or
witches.
something.
Someone who Ralph actually mentioned.
Yeah, Maple. You got contacted by Maple?
I did. She wants the broom that I have.
Wait, what?
Oh, did the Twin Rova steal her broom? Isn't that where you got the broom? I remember
where I
actually.
got the broom from. That's a long time ago.
She's like, she might think you have the broom, or maybe she accidentally sent it to the wrong place. One or the other.
Who's it? Is it addressed to me, or is it just in general?
It's just in general. It's not addressed to any specific person. It just says, you have my broom and I want it back.
Okay.
With a polymorph spell.
Is the magic gone for the polymorph spell, by the way?
It is currently gone, as it seems the rune has largely faded in terms of its magical ability.
Okay. Yeah, there was a nasty rune on here that tried to do something to me. Like turn me into something. I don't know.
Well, at least your training's well. You resisted you know who and didn't turn into whatever they were doing.
Yeah. I'm glad that worked out. But I don't know, just a warning, I guess. There might be some witch who tries to turn people into things or has some weird vendetta for some reason against us, me, somebody else, mistaking me for somebody else. I don't know. I want to work it out. We'll see.
Yeah, especially like, what if it's not even her broom?
It's a good question.
If it is her broom, are you going to give it back?
I mean, if it's a genuine claim to it, it's hers. I mean,
to be fair, possession is 9/10 of the law.
I mean,
what?
Well, whoever has it, and if you can say you found it under legal terms, it's usually held up in court. Legalistic ways. Never heard that? Possession's 9/10 of the law? Ever heard of a squatter?
I just don't know why we can't just get along. Unless she like does bad things, then we probably don't want to get along.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can figure out who she's more mad at and then help her or redirect her or something.
I gotta think back to when I got this broom, because I don't remember. Where did we find this thing?
I don't remember either, to be honest. Did you have it in the Twilight Realm?
I feel like that's where you picked it up. Because remember,
I think that's where I got it. I did use it when we went to
Gerudo
Town. So I feel like we got it in the Twilight Realm, so it might be something from Twin Rova.
Was it? I think it was from Twin Rova, but... So maybe they stole her broom.
What happened to the other broom? Didn't they have two brooms?
They had their own brooms, and that was a broom that was just in their treasure room.
This was so it might have been stolen from them. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. That might be the reason why. So there you go. Might have been stolen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
if she's a nice person, maybe she can help out people around here with it. I mean, Ralph was saying we might get her to help get Nehru back. Nehru, do you know Maple?
Oh, yes.
Can you vouch for her?
She's an interesting individual. She typically has a good heart, though she tries to make herself out to have a harder exterior.
Pump herself up a little bit, yeah, okay.
But typically will do the right thing, but even though she probably won't be the first one to admit it.
So,
I can
Okay.
relate.
Decent person.
Okay.
Maybe even work out like a, hey, we're trying to do something big, and when I'm done, you can have it back type of thing. I don't know. We can
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
negotiate.
Rent a rental system. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Cool.
But just a heads up, just to warn you. Did have a weird mental visitor and then a weird letter that they tried to change me into something. So,
Yeah, weird night.
yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was nice kind of seeing the result of my training come to be. So,
Very true. Worth it for sure.
and look at this, and it's like has his gauntlets kind of start to glow a little bit in his hand.
Oh.
Big bright
What's
light
that?
coming from it.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Makes
That's
it
the
so I
thing you
can
put on
have.
a look yesterday.
Literally.
I know. I helped him back down.
I like. Oh, never mind. I put
Yeah.
those glasses back up.
That's a good idea. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a new project. I feel like I might be able to blind some people if I'm up close with them.
What? That's amazing.
That is really cool. Blind. Okay.
That's awesome.
So I might use these. Got some other ideas for some things I might be able to do, but this will be helpful.
See, even noting down some notes in his notebook as well as he's talking.
I think I made it actually so I can punch better too with these. Like he starts like
What?
punching in the air.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I hope we get in a fight soon. So you can see it.
I mean, we have something we might be facing. So
Yeah. Yeah. Can you check and make sure Ivis made it okay? If he did, I don't know. Maybe he didn't leave right away.
Oh, anything else? Just checking in on you, sort of thing.
And to see where he is, or if he left yet, or when he's planning on leaving, whatever.
You know, not trying to be overbearing on him or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, Ivis. What? Probably good evening for you now. How you doing? Just want to check in on you. Let us know if you left yet. You know, kind of curious, just casually wondering what you're up to.
There's a slight stir, and he wakes up. Yeah. I made it. And there was this strange, dusty material. I'm told it's sand everywhere.
Sounds
Oh.
like he's in Gerudo.
I found I think that it's called an oasis, resting there.
The adventure begins. Good for Ivis.
Wait, is he in the middle of a desert, or is he near a city?
Oh, he's by
Wait,
the
is he
oasis
just-
town. Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, he's
It's
okay.
near.
He's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
very cool.
The Twilight Forces are there. They'll get him. They'll get him set up.
They actually are probably near.
There's a circle there. They'll get a Zora. He's fine.
But yeah, that's
He's a
what
big boy.
that's what I was rolling for, because originally I thought he also rolled for Death Mountain. He almost
Oh,
got
that's
he
funny.
almost also got Death Mountain.
Like, he gets there just blasted away by heat. Like, what is this place? I hate
Full
it
of
here.
regret
That
immediately. Yeah.
would have had a different impact on him, but yes, no, he got Gerudo.
Yep.
He got the Gerudo Desert. So
You go from that to like a really beautiful coastline. That's like a decent introduction to life.
Yeah.
but yeah, so
So he's here.
Good. All right. Great. Perfect.
Our plans are forest now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, I think so.
I think
Maybe
so.
are you okay with that?
oh, absolutely. I would love to see my sisters again.
Perfect.
Yeah, sounds good.
Are you able to do like messages like Avum does?
In a
Either
way.
of you? Points to Ralph too.
Me, not necessarily. I imagine neighbors. I can.
Can you ask her like what's up with the broom thing?
Maple?
I'm just
Oh,
curious.
Maple.
I just don't want to be like on the road and getting pestered every night by things. We can just resolve this.
I'll see.
Okay.
You see her focus up as she plays a little bit of almost just instinctually just a little musical ditty on her harp, and her eyes flash white for a second, and she comes back.
Speaker mode.
Interesting. It's hard to put to words exactly. But she does adamantly believe you have her broom and she wants it back. But I think she sent the letter to the wrong person?
Who she intended to?
Something about a courtly mage in Symmetry City, so it was either a prank or she messed up the spell.
A mage in Symmetry City.
Courtly mage.
Courtly
Lana?
mage.
Is Lana, does that count? Does Lana count?
Lana is a courtly mage of Hyrule.
Oh. Did we meet a courtly mage in Symmetry City?
Nope.
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't blank on that, because that would have been awkward.
Yeah. You know who that would be?
Some Rito, but it sounds like it's more of her pranks than anything else.
So
Why it's hard to put
Maple's
into
pranking
words.
the Rito?
A Rito mage, yes. So it was kind of hard where it was difficult to put into words as she tended to ramble and kind of got cut off at the 25 word mark.
Tends to happen.
Unheard of. Okay.
But my guess is we'll probably run into her along the way, so I wouldn't be surprised if we'll clear things up there. Since she knows me, and then I wouldn't be surprised if she's making her way to Fairy's Wood now.
Wonderful. Well, let's all
So
work
we
that.
can all sit around and talk it out.
I like when we can work things out, rather
Yeah.
than try to take over someone's mind repeatedly after they say no.
I just pat Addict's shoulder.
To be fair, she didn't try and take over your mind. She just tried to turn you into an animal.
No, she didn't. Just,
Oh. Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, Nehru can relate how awful it is, so
Sure.
Yeah?
so it's rude.
It's very rude.
All right, should we get stuff packed up and head out, friends?
Yeah.
Yep.
Say
I'm
goodbye
gonna
to
go
our
grab
board.
some rations and say goodbye to the chief, and I'll be back. Some bacon.
Okay. I just do squinty eyes at you, but I let you go.
He just looks away. I go to the blacksmith.
All right. You look and you just see that he has fallen asleep at the smithy, and he looks like, oh, it's you. 1 second, I have him here. And he just kind of grabs him and kind of scrapes him into the palm of his hand. And says, here you are. You've already paid, so these are your 3 rings. And you look at them, and they are finely made.
Perfect. One more thing, and I don't know how hard this would be. Is it very hard for me to do a quick little engraving with like a tool you have? Is that anything that could be done?
On platinum, well, it depends upon the engraving and how long the engraving you want is the thing that will determine its difficulty.
A very simple CA on each one.
CA. That can easily be done.
That's it. So something I didn't think about earlier.
With that, and he just quickly does a little chisel. Probably takes about a good 10 minutes. And he then goes ahead and hands them over.
Thank you. Like I said, you have rubies, and for expediency and everything, I put in an extra 50, so it's 300 total. Thank you.
You're most kind.
Yes, it doesn't happen often, but I know, I must pay for expediency.
Of course.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Very fine craftsman. I'll put good words for you.
Thank you. That is most kind.
Cool. And I'll head back.
Perfect. As the 10 minutes pass, eventually Avum returns with supposedly the rations.
No rush.
Yeah,
That's the food.
Oh,
he
we have enough food, I'm
forgot.
sure
What
we're
a
fine.
big surprise. What did you do instead?
Or, well, since the cat's out of the bag anyway. No, I wanted to give you guys little gifts. And he unfurls his hand to 3 platinum rings. I know we've been doing so much to change things and defend things, and I think I have another way to keep you all safe and make us even more effective in fights. And I want to continue to solidify us as Scissory's angels. So she hands out a ring to each Scissory, Adak, and Demi. Don't need it tuned or anything. Just wear it, and whenever we're in a fight, maybe be something that can help keep you safe.
Oh, really nice.
Ooh, fancy.
What is it? How does it keep us safe?
Yeah.
Well, a few details here and there. It would link us for a bit, about an hour while you wear it. As long as you're within 60 feet of me, you do get a bit of a boost to your defense. +1 to AC and saving throws. And you also get resistance to all damage.
27 AC possibility.
Hold on, I'm looking at something really fast.
He does
I
not
thought
say
I-
the second part of that. You have it as well, I'm pretty sure.
I know I have it. I can't find it. Oh, maybe I did prepare it. Duh. I always forget preparation spells. Yeah, so she's listening. She's like, oh, yeah, I got that one too, actually.
Never
Wait,
used
what?
it.
Yeah. What?
Never used it, no?
Well, I just never felt like it was necessary for the moment. But
We've got me neither. But the more I use that life transference thing, I figured this is actually similar and even more powerful. And the more I'm working on different things I have to really focus and concentrate on, I realize this is a lot.
yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's cool, though. This will be really nice. And then
Yeah,
I can
it's a
do to
little-
you, because I guess I couldn't have even done to you in the first place anyway. Because, yeah. Never prepped for it.
Sure. Yeah, actually. Kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah,
I mean,
a little bit. Actually, I mean, it does aid.
yeah, it helps.
It does.
It's not I'm
Just
the
trying
one
to
that
keep-
will take all the injuries and
That
no
is-
one else
oh,
can.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
very
didn't-
dramatic. Not
I mean, that is fair. I
necessary.
did tell you the second part that I'd take
Yep.
half damage as well.
Yeah,
but-
he gets damage as well.
Oh. What?
Well, then it's easier for me to cure myself than have to go after all of you and cure
Oh.
you if I'm staying ranged. It
Okay.
keeps you taking half damage from things, or
Yeah, it keeps
even
someone
less.
else lasting longer that might be a more effective,
I just figured the two of you are seemingly a lot of times really up in battle, and usually Demi as well. I know Dex sometimes you kind of flip back and forth, but the two of you specifically, I was right there in melee, and I'm kind of seemingly more held back these days. So.
I think you can just drop it at any point too. So if you feel like you're getting really close and it's in a bad
Well, I have
spot,
to
you can just
touch
stop
you,
it.
but yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, get rid of it. Well,
Yeah.
no.
What?
I don't think so.
You serious?
Yeah, because it's not concentration. So. Oh, if we get more than 60 feet apart, then yes.
So you just gotta run away from somebody if
Yeah,
they're
right.
dying.
Oh, you can also dismiss the spells in action. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a whole
that's what I'm
action,
saying.
though. That's a lot. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Takes a lot of effort to
Combat.
stop it.
Yeah. I'm saying, though, like, if things are, like,
That's
this
fair.
really
Yes, you're right.
bad,
You're
you
right.
can
Yes.
just, like, be
Yes.
done with it. But,
You're right.
I don't know.
But it won't get like that. Because I think it's fun.
Okay.
Can we clink our rings together? Clink.
Clink.
Yeah.
Demi will do so.
Our powers combine and we transform into. What Ad was working on
Scissory.
Triforce.
We'll just walk to the mountain.
Captain Triforce, he's a hero. Bring the calamity down to 0. That was way too easy.
That's when we lose audience, when I'm like, there's
Yeah,
people that are like,
that's
oh,
right.
and that's the end of my cartoon. I hate watching Captain Planet.
Yeah, and that's when the subscriber count goes down.
I don't know why I never liked that show. I'd always be watching my show and be the next one
no,
on.
dude, I was I was the same way. I'd always skip it. Except for the intro. I'd stick around for the intro because the intro was
100%,
fire.
yeah, it
But
was
then
fire.
I'd skip it.
I always thought of them as the Magic School Bus, but older.
No, 100%. You're absolutely right.
When you look at them, the kids are exactly the same.
No, they are. It's crazy.
Same art style, yeah.
So, all
I
right.
think they did a meme of that one time. But
Probably. But yeah. So, anything else you're all going to do before you head out?
Not at the moment, I don't think.
All
I
right.
think that's all we had to do here.
Perfect. So, as you make your way out of the Volga's Keep, it is currently cloudy outside. Again, the chill of winter is just blowing across you as you're also high up in the mountains. Descending down into the Fairies Wood will take you about 2 days. So, as you descend, to see if you're able to navigate, actually you have Nehru with you, so you'll be able to successfully navigate. So, the 2 days largely managed to go without incident. As you see the woods before you, Nehru breathes a sigh of relief, and you just suddenly, a rock comes flying out of the distance, and so those will be going to Scissory. Does a 16 hit Scissory?
No.
As it just comes and kind of lands right next to you, the rock kind of explodes on the ground.
Rude.
What do you do?
Someone throws rocks. I'm like looking around.
Go and make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I put my dice away because I thought we were done. 21.
21. You look and you kind of see a tip of a pointed hat hiding behind a snowy rock.
Are you Maple?
A tiny figure, slender and frail, with a long gray blue dress and a long gray blue wide brimmed hat with a satchel to the other side, stands up, and she seems to have rather short, almost greenish hair. And she looks at you and just looks and just, you're the one who has my broom! And that's what we'll pick up next session.
Who is she pointing to?
Yeah.
Attic.
Okay.
When does the Rito come into this? I'm so confused.
So good.
So, and with that,
Love it.
and that's what we're going
Everyone's just like, well, here we go. Water bond.
And with that, that's where we're going into tonight's session and pick up next week as we have a little conversation with Maple, as well as head into the Fairies Wood and everything that comes with that. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Again, happy Halloween, everybody. We're so glad that you're able to spend it with us. And with that, as a reminder, stay tuned to Friday for another Lyra DM video coming out where we're talking about character backstories. And from there, Sunday at 7 p.m. Central with Mystical Mishaps. Daylight savings time is soon. We will let you know about that because that will impact viewership for those outside of the U.S. And in some specific territories. So with that, I think we are all good for tonight. So thank you again for joining us, everybody. As always, keep being awesome and keep rolling those dice. So yeah.